Alright guys, so there's this bug that happens in the game. It happens whenever you die. If you cross the path, the point still gets added. So we're going to fix that. So for this, we're going to have to access the actual code. What I have right now is when the bird crosses the middle of the pipe right here, when the bird crosses this section, it's like a trigger and it adds a point, and that's done by this. Basically, this is just saying if the bird crosses the trigger, it's gonna add a score. But what I want is there to be another if statement, and it's gonna be something like if bird alive equals true, then that's when we do all this. After extensive research, I found a video from this guy with a really good green screen from 7 years ago. It's old, but we'll see if it works. I mean, it should work. It's just C#. He goes over 3 ways to access one variable from one script to another. So for that, we're going to have to make this a public static boolean. This is our bird is alive. And then the way you go about actually using it in another script is you give it the class name, which is bird script, and then you do dot and then just the variable name. I want this in an if statement. This automatically checks if it's true, so I don't need to write equals true, but I can. It does the same thing. Here we'll have 2 checks. So the first debug log is going to check if the bird crossed the trigger at all, alive or dead. Second one is going to print bird is alive. Okay, so let's test it out. Gonna open up our console so we can see. Oh, we got both. Bird is alive and it crossed the trigger. So now let's try killing our bird. It works. Okay, that's perfect. Video is gonna be like 3 minutes long. Video is not over. I celebrated too early because now the bird stays dead. I'll show you what I mean. So we launch up the game. The bird's alive like normal, bouncing happily. But then once we die, right, the score doesn't add. That's good. But we hit play again and nothing works. The bird is not jumping as it should. So this means that somewhere in the code, the bird is staying dead for some reason. This is the restart game thing. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to try to set bird is alive to true when we hit restart game. And I think this is where you restart the game. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to do bird script dot bird is alive equals true. I keep misspelling true. Hopefully that works. Let's test it out. So the bird's alive right now. Okay, play again. The bird's alive again. Now let's make sure the other code works. Okay, point is added. Point is not added. Okay, the code actually works this time. The bird does not get points if it's dead, and the bird revives itself whenever you restart the game.